Good afternoon, all. Paul from CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Wednesday afternoon, July 23rd. We're looking at Window Trader's market profile of the ES and NQ. So a lot to discuss this afternoon. First off, you have some earnings out. I know IBM, Google, and Tesla coming out. I'm not sure which one came out, but the market spiked. Please keep in mind, so here's ES, right? ES went out with a double distribution day and a price probe at its all-time high. However, look, the maintenance now, I know a lot of people don't use maintenance highs, but say for argument's sake, I don't know if that was Google or Tesla, whichever one, and then the other one comes out and the market comes in and you don't get this. Say N is your all-time high. I'm using it, right? To me, that's after hours. You can call it maintenance all you want. To me, it's after hours, so I would use it. So that's just something to keep in mind going forward in case the market did sell off either tonight or tomorrow morning and without getting ends high. NQ goes out with just an afternoon pullback in F, right? They're still in balance. NQ is a 5-day balance. As you can see, the 17th low and the 21st high. In fact, they're the only time frame out of all of ours that are still in balance. ES is up on all three of theirs. Righty, the mighty righty. Look what they did late in the day. Came out of balance on the daily and the weekly, taking out this huge balance. And they're now up on the monthly, weekly, daily. They go out with an afternoon pullback, a trend day, and a price probe. They've probed 5 out of the last 7 days, either up or down. Utterly amazing what they've done recently as far as probing. ES was the Bulls kicked butt again. ES, the Bulls won by a 7-0 count. NQ ended 4-1. NQ actually lost value very late. It went back to unchanged, but the Bulls still won the day. Again, this market is incredibly resilient. Incredibly resilient. So please keep that in mind. Now, NQ has not gone above their all-time high yet in the maintenance. So we'll have to see if they do or in the overnight. It was an okay day today. I did all right. I shorted the morning. I longed the afternoon. So A period kind of was choppy in NQ to start, but then it got some pretty good direction down, just like it did yesterday, but it didn't get nearly the amount of push down that it got yesterday. But I did get a nice short to get the overnight low and some ebb and flow shorts in A. In B period, I got the short to get A's low and some ebb and flow shorts. C period, I thought we'd get the IB low. I took about, I forgot what the loss was, 20 points? I think it was 20 points overall, something like that. Nothing huge, but I lost on that. And that was my last short of the day. When you look at yesterday, right, they did the same thing, except it was a much bigger drive down, right? And then they took out A's low by a little bit, and then that was it. Bulls took control. Same thing today. Now, yesterday they could never get an IB because that was a huge range they did in A. Today, not as much, and they got it in E period. I made money on longs in F on the afternoon pullback, made small in J and in K. So had an okay day. Again, I really feel bad for people that have been attempting to pick tops. It's really been nasty to watch. I can tell you that much. Now, NQ still has the value gap, island gap top. So tomorrow, you would want to see value get above that low of, in bigger increments now. I think it's like 359 a quarter. So if value gets into there at all, then that would be gone, okay? Again, balance rules will come into play tomorrow in NQ. They came into play today in ES. Remember, we opened on a gap, but not above the balance high. Remember, gap and go? It's a fallacy. If you gapped and goed, you got gapped and got blown out as they pushed down, right? As they defended the balance high the first time until we finally took it out and went higher on the daily. So again, look at the bulls just ripping higher here. Let's look at these charts real quick. Again, I appreciate people subscribing and liking to this channel every time to like it. Here's your daily in ES. So we were in a 4-day balance. Not anymore. Boom. Higher. Now I want to show you righty real quick. So righty was up on the monthly. That's triple Qs. Let's do Qs first. Triple Qs, I mean, that weekly just keeps going up. But look at their daily. It's still balanced. It's a 5-day balance. So they're still having trouble getting out of it. And IWM is, give me 1 second. Here's the weekly. They're breaking out of balance. I'm going to call it up. And I'm also going to call the daily up. And they held their gap. They gapped higher today also and held it. One other thing. I'm not sure if both Google and Tesla are out. It looks like Tesla is only trading a couple dollars high. Let's check Google while we're on here. Is that Google that's moving this market? No. So what the heck is moving the market? I don't know. Can't be IBM, can it? It wouldn't be IBM moving. No. So I don't know. I'm missing something here because we're going higher, but it doesn't. I mean, unless I'm looking at that wrong, it didn't look like Google or Tesla were really moving. Anyway, I hope you had a good day trading. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing to this channel. Enjoy your evening, and we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.